something less than just being the breath.
I mean, maybe we should do that.
Hey.
Oh, hi!
Welcome.
Where should we sit?
Wherever you like.
Where do you want us to sit?
Wherever you like. I'm gonna be. Steve and I are probably gonna be right here. So if you guys want,
We'll sit next to you. Yeah, let's do that.
We have a video going. So.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm gonna get out of the way, but I can want you guys to see this. We're excited. Yay!
Yeah, I don't think one more. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, whatever you guys.
Dennis. Hold it. Oh shit. How are you?
Mixed fucking bag. Actually, kind of related to the show. It was Everyperson, you know?
I do not know her. My
where
voice
you
teacher is the director, and one of my best friends is in the show.
Oh, fuck it.
It's so good to see you.
Yeah, no, it's great to
How's
see you.
everything?
Oh, mixed bag. I've been doing a lot of theater. I'm in a show right now. Actually, here's what I wrote. It's going to be part of that whole show.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And Elise, actually, who is in the show, is also in that show. You should totally come see it.
Yeah, send me your info. This is my fiance, Fi, and this is Kate. They went to Everton too.
Yeah.
I feel like I recognized you from somewhere. Probably because like I've seen you around like Sherlock or something.
Yeah.
But congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I saw on Instagram. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. No, wild running into you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you. And maybe you'll run into a couple of the other theater groups I've been running with lately.
Like how you believe yourself into doing the kind of work? I believe on it, yes. Now you do? I'm glad you most come to this.
Oh, that one? Yes, that one. See if that one goes.
How much do we want to be in the action? Want to be in the action?
Yeah, it's better side. Okay, we'll go on this side.
Yeah, I'm like, I think you're they do just say, okay, she's being silly. Yeah, she's not being all the way silly. It's all
You can put it on the ground and show us.
okay, okay.
Care to join us? Please. Or we can all just reach over one. Yeah, that's how we do here. How's it going? I'm just gonna make the room for that one. It was supposed to be for Christmas, but I couldn't wait.
Still the worst. Yeah.
Like that one.
Acá no veo esa parte de la...
With all the new stuff on the new stress, I've been thinking. I should go. I was not going to miss it. Now, to be fair, I haven't seen it. Yeah, they announced that last week. Yeah, they're doing it. They're gonna be in July, but I can't believe I know that Carmen.
Yeah.
She's so funny. She knows all the yeah, we learned recently that Max is like I like when you get it. Is that guy's name? And I'm like, he was wearing a hat. Everyone was shocked because I need it. I know that it's so but anyway, really on this, he is good at it, but did tell us that is coming no, I just got it back. Well, we got, as a joke, when we first came to this, we realized that we were so we literally we put together as a joke, like some straight man package, like Coors Light, football, and a car was like it just kind of like so anyway, everything cost me probably $50. Like it was not as a date. Which so I assume that like this is like this is like tequila. It's like cool. It's like a $50 or $60 bottle of tequila. It's like
I completely forgot about it. Monster truck. He's Sabrina. Sabrina at a bar. Wait, so then Sabrina also not
Consider me.
that's what I was going for. I don't what's up.
As far as I know,
I had no idea what you were talking about. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm so happy that
I just feel like, you know.
I don't think it's fair. I think they can be bad.
Oh, it's true. I think that's just naming the position.
We're doing it without.
Yes, I agree. I'm like, well, I think it's like,
You don't know that. But.
Of all things.
Yeah, like, well, I don't I was gonna say, wait, that's sound. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Big day, big day. Tomorrow's your big day. Everybody's big day.
I think the music is very like, it's like, it has a broad appeal, so people don't have to
Yeah.
I know.
Founder and the director. I'm the founder of Modern Opera Company. I'm the director of Mary Musical. I'm pleased to welcome you all to our inaugural Los Angeles workshop production of Mary Musical. Last night was our premiere and was the West Coast premiere of this show. When I started Modern Opera Company in 2018, the only goal that I had was to give performing artists in New York City a chance to showcase themselves in a wide variety of contemporary operas and Broadway musicals. And we performed in very informal settings, and our events had a very underground feel at the time. And as we grew, we became more focused on presenting new works and helping to connect composers and performers who were local, and the composers had works in progress, and we wanted to bring everyone together so that we could have a wonderful workshop setting that was safe for everybody and also inspiring. And tonight is part of the beginning of a new chapter for Modern Opera Company, as we officially launched last night in Los Angeles, and we are on track to have nonprofit status by 2025. So tonight you are going to notice a few things that make this performance a little different than a fully realized production. The namely one is that our artists will have their scripts in hand, so you will see iPads and folders and whatnot. In a workshop setting, this is standard practice for the performers to be on book. So you can consider this performance a sort of sneak peek into how a show is developed for the stage. I would also like to include a special thank you to Gayla, Morgen, and Mornard, who wrote this piece, and it's really beautiful. And they're the ones, Gayla especially, who helped gave me the opportunity to make this dream a reality. It's been an honor to direct and produce this show, and I think it's just the perfect piece to launch MOC into its new phase. I would also like to thank our music director, Gayla Glickman, our assistant director and head stage manager, Elise Walters, and Parker Walters, our assistant stage manager, and our phenomenal cast, who you will all hear in a second. I'm very proud of them, and the staff at Hudson Theaters for just helping us feel so welcome in this space. And I want to thank all of you for being here to support local artists and new music and new works. This is very exciting, so thank you all for coming. And before we begin, just a couple of housekeeping things. I want to ask that you please silence all mobile devices. Please note the emergency exits that are closest to you, just in case. Tip your waitress. And I also just wanted to let you know that please be advised, this show does contain some scenes depicting abuse, childhood trauma, and violence that some may find disturbing. So, just a warning. And now I'd like you all to sit back and enjoy Modern Opera's workshop production of Mary, a musical. Thank you.
Your aunt will be at the market for at least an hour.
I don't want to go.
You are so beautiful.
I don't want to go. Papa would have never hurt me. Uncle, please don't make me go. I close my eyes, I'm far away. There's no one here, there's only me. I
his consequences live on. His fault, no longer his fault. I decide the bed, bath, or bare floor. I say when and what I'll be paid for. Now it's my choice when men knock on my door. Now I decide. And they whisper and sneer, and they think I don't hear, and I couldn't care less. They don't steer my gold, that's the power I hold, while they bow and say yes, miss. I created this life, what could have destroyed me? And I hold my head high even as they avoid me. I do well on my own. I am safe when I'm alone. So I do what I do, and they pay a large fee, and I hate them all, and I hate them all. It's my body they use, but they never touch me, and I hate them all. How I hate them all. They don't see who I am, they don't care who I am, but I know who I am, and I never look back. No, I never look back. No, I never look. I decide who will hold my. I have learned both glitters and dreams die. Now I know that love is just a child's lie. Now I did. What are you doing? Get out of my house!
Ezra, what are
You're
you?
a fool risking your marriage for this trash.
I said get out of my house.
How did you? The whole town knows, idiot.
Except my sister, apparently. She deserves better than you.
You deaf. Leave now.
You're not gonna tell.
No, I won't embarrass her. Just go. Move!
Who do you think you are? You have no right to just barge in here. Now get out.
You'll go to the temple later to purify.
Don't touch me.
I'll touch you if I want.
Well, you wanted to for quite a while now, haven't you?
This woman was having sex with a married man.
We see her every day. Why are you doing
It's
this?
clear on how to end what she began.
I have money, just listen.
She must be stolen.
No.
Such no. This harlot must die.
That's the price she should pay.
Her evil thoughts
I don't know what she does.
is meant to slide, but now's the time to right the wrong.
I can make you a big
Yes.
man.
She must be stolen.
Yes.
Or
No.
his
There
heart
must
must
be
die.
something.
She must die.
Never mind.
She has to pay for her
You
sin.
don't know here's what I do.
She must serve as a warning that the law will not
Your friends and your
depart.
family, your
And now her
customers.
payment is due.
Why now? What's changed?
The law says she must die. She thinks me quite a feat. And that is why this woman is kneeling at your feet. God's will is clear, but we want to hear. The law says she must pay.
She must pay.
Teacher, tell us, what do you say?
He asked you a question.
I say, whoever has lived their life without making any wrong choices, you throw the first stone at her.
You saved me. Those men who never listened, they listened to you. They used me. To them this was a game, and now the prize
What do you want from me?
Look around you. Everyone's gone. Nobody condemned you. I don't either. From now on, decide differently.
Should we head to the temple?
Yes, of course. Thanks.
Who are you? Who is he?
That's my son, Jesus.
I've heard people talk about him. He's some sort of prophet.
He's speaking in the temple today. Why don't you come with me to hear him?
To the temple? No, I'm not exactly welcome there.
He's a very good speaker.
I don't trust anything spoken inside that place. It's full of hypocrites and liars.
I promise you, my son only speaks the truth.
I'm sure that's what most mothers think about their sons.
I'll watch for you in case you change your mind. And forgive me for not introducing myself. I'm Mary.
My name's Mary too.
I'm glad to meet you, Mary. And I do hope I'll see you today.
I'm here to do what my father asks.
What's he talking about?
I can't listen to him any longer. He makes me sick.
Imposter!
Salt brings out the best flavor. You are the world's salt. Bring out the best in those around you.
Riddles, and people listen like they understand.
If you learn from me, as the scripture says, you shall find rest for your souls.
How can we shut him up?
He hasn't broken any laws yet. And he quotes the prophets. He's clever.
Is Jesus still speaking? Did we miss him?
People say, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say, we should love our enemies.
The priests hear him twisting the scripture, but they do nothing.
Husband, aren't most of his followers women? I mean, maybe he's not so dangerous.
He's
after all.
dangerous. Last week, 5,000 men walked a whole day to listen to him speak. 5,000.
Don't stand up in the synagogue and pray so everyone can see. Find a room with no windows, shut the door, and pray in private.
If we don't stop him, God will punish all of us.
I know. But we must be patient. We'll know what to do when the time comes. False prophets always get what they deserve.
You came! Oh, I'm so glad.
I decided I wanted to ask you about him. When he touched my head, I felt something that, I mean, do you know what he, or why I would...
You can ask him yourself.
I'm sure he doesn't want to be seen with me again. I'll go.
Oh, please stay.
Good afternoon, Mother.
Son,
Good afternoon.
John,
How are you?
Peter, thank you so much for fixing the chimney. I can cook again without filling the room with smoke.
You know, I'm always happy to help out. So what's next?
Let me think about that, but first, let me introduce my new friend to all of you.
I see. Of course, I didn't realize you were with...
It's all right. Son, I believe you met this young woman earlier, but I don't believe you were introduced. This is Mary. Mary, this is my son Jesus and his friends Peter and John.
Hello. Mary.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Son, I believe this young woman would like to ask you a question. Will you spare a few minutes?
I don't think your mother understands. You've wasted enough time with this girl.
Peter, dear, I'm standing right here. I can still hear you.
And clearly, when my mother asks, I don't really have a choice, do I? Of course I have time.
Thank you, son. Peter, John, will the two of you help me home?
I wanted to. I thought are you some sort of, I don't know, doctor? I felt something odd when you touched my head.
Were you here while I was speaking inside?
Yes?
Were you interested in the things I had to say?
All right. I listened. Challenge everybody with what you say. Be salty. Be kind to those who hate you. Be private in your praise. Even in the Torah reading, words from scripture sounded different when you spoke them. Suddenly they sounded new and kind. Your interpretations of the laws of Moses, if they're true, then what gets left behind? It sounds so simple when you tell the crowd, seek and you'll find. Tell me how can all the wrongs we've done be righted? How can souls be peaceful if they're blighted?
Your questions show an understanding I hardly ever hear from scholars. Men of learning often seem to prefer a familiar path that's dark to a new one that's brightly lit.
What does that mean? Don't you ever speak in regular sentences? Like this. They want things to stay the way they are. You want to change them. It's a dangerous business, changing things. I just heard those two Pharisees talking about you. They hate you. They're hoping they can trap you. They want to hurt you. Such malice. They see you as a threat. They intend to stop you. Tell me, Jesus, who are you?
Who do you think I am, Mary?
I've heard some people say you're the Messiah.
I'm a shepherd, and like any good shepherd, the sheep in my flock recognize my voice. When I call them, they follow me.
Ezekiel's prophecy.
You've educated yourself.
Yes, I have. But you're the teacher, right? So explain to me, what does some prophecy about shepherds have to do with today? With you, me, standing here right now?
Wasn't the answer clear to you earlier today? Can you believe what's already speaking inside you?
You're still here. I thought I'd miss. Lazarus is sick. His sister sent a messenger. If we leave in an hour, we can get to Bethany before dark. I should grab John, right?
No. Send the messenger back. Tell him to say we need 2 more days here in Jerusalem.
But it must be serious, or they would have not sent someone. I'll get the messenger.
Mary, why don't you come to Bethany with us? You can meet my friends who live there.
What? You don't even know me.
After all that's happened today, don't I?
Well, I don't know you.
Then take some time and find out who I am. Spend a day away from this city. It's not a long journey, but it's long enough for you to ask a few more questions.
I'm sure I could come up with. No, I can't go traveling with a bunch of strangers.
You know when we're leaving. This is where we'll meet. I'll watch for you.
I figured we'd only be gone a day or two, so I told the other 10 to stay here. But you want John to go with us, right?
Yes, of course.
I told them to keep their eyes open while we're gone. Those Pharisees have a lot of power right now. When you're king, that'll all change, of course. They know it and they're getting desperate. I've got everyone on alert.
Thank you for taking care of the details. As usual.
It'll be good to get back in Bethany.
Yes, it's been too long. I miss them.
I miss the food. Those sisters can cook.
Oh, my stomach's growling already. Oh, I almost forgot. I invited that young woman, Mary, to join us on the trip.
What?
She's going to be important. To us.
Listen, I'm not sure bringing her along is such a good idea.
Are you questioning my judgment?
No, of course not. A girl like her, it could alienate people just when they're starting to really listen to you.
Let me worry about that.
Of course.
Now, are we visiting someone for dinner? Or are we fishing again tonight?
I think your mother's expecting us.
Nothing better than my mother's cooking. Although, the Bethany sisters aren't that far behind.
Tear off all these trappings, where superficial glamour feels so wrong. Suddenly I'm sickened by this life that I've been living for so long. Can I be changing because a man saw deep inside me? Did he convince me to believe what's in his eyes? Why do I feel empty? Why this longing for more answers? Will I find what's missing if I follow where his journey lies? Should I go with him? Should I walk with him? Should I ask, then listen? Should I challenge him? Spend a day with him? Should I go away?
No, it's Wednesday.
I don't care what day it is. Get out.
Fine, I'll come tomorrow instead. You are worth the wait.
No, not tomorrow. Not the next day.
You're not making any sense. Listen, Mary,
No, you listen. I'm through.
what are you talking about?
I'm quitting.
Don't be ridiculous. You cannot quit. You'll starve.
You're worried about me? Really? Well, don't be. You and your friends have made me a rich woman, so I've decided to retire. Now get out! I can't explain these feelings. All I know is I want something more. I can't see what's in my future, but I can't go back to what I knew before. My life is changing, and what's before me is a mystery. It's still my choice. I'm still the one who's in control. Yet a voice inside me whispers he can be trusted, and every time he spoke, I was calm deep in my soul. I'll go with him. I'll walk with him. I'll walk. I'll listen. I'll question him. Discover
And the other seeds fell into good soil and produced a crop that was 100 times bigger.
But what does all of that mean? I don't know anything about farming.
No, I'm sure you don't.
I'm sorry, but I don't think I understand either.
Asking questions proves you've been listening. The seeds are words, God's words. These new ideas I've been talking about.
Right. The ideas John and I have heard since we joined up with you. Like fishing for people.
Gentle people being more blessed than bullies.
Someone poor being seated before someone rich.
Praying to God quietly instead of loudly.
Exactly. Those ideas, they're seeds. Whether they grow depends on who hears them.
Do your ideas sound different to different people?
Some people only hear what they want to.
Yes. They ignore what I really mean. Those are the ideas that are crushed in the story.
Oh, I understand.
See? You understand more than you think you do.
I guess I...
What about the rocks?
Yes, the rocks and the weeds.
The rocks and weeds are distractions. Seeds that end up in rocky dirt are like when people get excited about an idea at first.
But they forget it right away.
If you stop interrupting, he'll have a chance to explain.
I'm only asking him a question.
Well, maybe you should listen more and talk less.
Actually, Peter, Mary's right. Again. She's a very good listener. Plus, she's insightful, smart, and...
So, are the thorns different than the weeds?
Thorns are everyday worries. They creep in and take over, and the new ideas just fade away.
Because the thorns get more attention than the plant?
So the seed never bears fruit.
The ideas never make a difference.
That leaves the seeds that fall in the good dirt, right?
So when someone really listens
And believes that idea and tries to live it every day.
And the idea changes your life.
Exactly.
I wish you'd explain. I wish you'd explain all your stories the way you did this one. Sometimes I just can't figure them out on my own.
You're my friend, and you understand me. That's better than any story. But people who aren't my friends might remember a story and understand me after I'm gone.
What do you mean after you're gone?
I'm leaving after Passover.
Passover? That's only a month away. We need a battle plan.
I saw you from the house. I've been waiting since this morning. Why didn't you come when we sent the message? He died that day. You've healed others. You could have healed him. What took you so long? Why didn't you come right away?
Martha, we're so sorry about Lazarus. But you shouldn't speak to Jesus that way.
Peter, your brother will be alive again.
At the resurrection, I know, but how do I get through today?
Resurrection is just a word. Look at me. I am what that word describes. I am life. Whoever believes in me will live forever. Do you believe, Martha?
I believe that you are the Christ.
My friend. Please, take me to his tomb.
come.
No, please don't say that. His friends are always welcome.
It's a terrible time for me to intrude. I see how much you love him.
Losing him is like losing a part of myself.
Everyone, listen. This has only happened so you can see how powerful God is.
I don't understand.
What does that mean? You talk and talk. Your life, the resurrection. These women are in pain. How does that help them?
How dare you argue at a time like this? Show some respect for these women and for Jesus.
Peter, I want to answer her question. Don't reprimand her. Mary, I'm not asking you or anyone here to understand. I'm asking you to believe. If you believe, don't be surprised at what God will show you.
I believe in God and in you. That's why I wish you'd come in time to help him. Please, don't go in. It's been 4 days.
I don't need to go in. Lazarus, come out!
I don't understand.
Who are you?
What just happened?
Martha was right. You are the Messiah.
Can you two get Lazarus something to eat? Something simple. Maybe some broth. Probably should take it easy at first.
You're worse than my sisters. Can't you see? I feel fine. No, I feel great.
Here's some soup, brother.
On the other hand, it has been a few days since I ate. This smells fantastic. Thank you, but please take care of our guests now, please. I'm fine.
Come in. Sit. We'll bring you some food. Just a little something to keep you straight up. Just a little nibble of sip of wine. Such a pleasure to provide for him. Such a privilege for him to visit. Sit and rest. Talk and laugh. We're your friends forever.
him, so it shouldn't matter to us.
You're the one we've all been waiting for. And who am I to talk with you, to speak your name?
Mary, do you think it's just an accident? You're here with me, by my side. Serve God with me.
Why would you say such a thing? How could I serve by your side? You have a calling and I have a past I would share. Celebrate!
On your feet and dance for joy, Lazarus. Welcome, welcome home. Celebrate. God has shown his mighty hand. Hallelujah. Dance, oh, dance for joy.
Here's a little something to keep your strength up.
Maybe it's time. You found a woman.
It's our pleasure to provide.
If she's the one you choose, we hope she'll make your life more pleasant. Celebrate! Our Messiah is a friend here at last. Hope of Israel, celebrate! God has shown his mighty hand. Hallelujah! Jesus is the Christ. Jesus is the Christ. Jesus is the.
Here's
Have a little something to keep
I need to leave.
I need some time to be alone, to rest, to pray, to ask advice, hear my Father's voice.
Will you wait for me here? All of you?
yes.
I should go with you.
No, Peter.
It's too dangerous to travel alone.
I need you to stay here. Take care of things while I'm gone. Protect the people I love.
Peter, be my rock.
Go and have your
Rest. Your friends.
Eat a little something.
He's wonderful, isn't he? He's only been gone a few days, but I miss him already. Don't you?
Yes.
I've been with him now for 3 years.
3 years?
Every day is amazing. Every day is full of joy, but a challenge. Every day he makes me think about things in ways I never thought about them before.
I've only known him a week.
But you understand him already.
Do I?
Yes, you do. And I'm sure he understands you. He just knows about people. Before we even tell him who we are, he knows.
Yes. He knew, and he still asked me to come with him.
And that surprised you?
I guess I'm just not used
Not used to.
to being accepted.
When I'm with him, I can just be myself, who I really am. I have always hid that. He made me feel like I don't need to hide anymore.
It feels strange to not need to hide.
You never need to hide with him or with me.
It's been a way of life, in my business. Even when I was a child, pretending was how I survived.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be.
I learned to pretend so I wouldn't get hurt, and I don't let anybody hurt me now.
Crowd always finds him. So let's plan for that, because it'll probably happen. Lazarus, send the messengers to the others in Jerusalem. If they leave tomorrow, we'll have time to set up everything while Jesus is gone. Once he's back, we'll talk strategy. This battle has to begin on our terms, not theirs.
We don't need a messenger. I'll go.
My friend, you're still pretty weak.
I'm fine.
All right then, go. Where can we put 10 more people?
I don't know.
We'll need extra food, supplies, beds.
Let's ask the neighbors if they can help.
Is he always so bossy?
Yes. Most of the time. I know you don't like him very much, but he really is a good leader. When he makes a plan, it works. People trust him.
Well, I don't.
I know, but...
John, take this to the kitchen.
Sure.
I'll go find the sisters.
I'll see you at supper, Mary. I'm glad you joined us.
Leave him alone.
John,
You're distracting him.
what are you talking about?
He has important things to do. Things that will change the world.
Oh, obviously, but what does that have
He
to do
needs
with...
to stay focused on those things, not you.
Not me. If you're talking about, he said goodbye
I
to
know
everybody.
what I saw.
You think it's not something I would even consider.
You will ruin him. Everyone knows what you were.
I walked away from that because of him.
And I'm telling you to stay away.
Who are you to tell me to stay away?
I'm his best friend, that's who. He listens to me.
Does he? Well, he's made it pretty clear that you don't make his decisions for him. He tells you, you don't tell him. What he wants, who he chooses, that's none of your business.
Protecting him from trash is my business.
How dare you?
He depends on me.
Well, I don't.
You're what I despise. You're really not. What's he doing with you? You're what I despise. Anything I don't see. When the devil's trap, I will let you destroy him. You are what I despise. He will not replace me. If he listens to you, he will listen to me. You lose everything. You ruin everything. You want everything. You'll take everything. You're everything I despise.
Martha, you make me laugh. Oh, she's a funny one, all right.
It's a gift.
Oh, I can't tell you the last time I laughed like this. Maybe since, well, my father was showing me how to mend a fishing net, and I ended up tying his sandal into the middle. Oh, no! He stood up, took one step, tripped, and fell flat. My mother and I cried. We laughed so hard. Oh, I try not to think about them because if I do, I miss them so much. When they died, everything changed. I never thought I'd laugh again.
Mary, we're so sorry.
Please, it's wonderful to feel so happy. I want to thank you both for making me feel so welcome here.
We think of you as our sister, Mary.
And I feel pretty important when I call Mary and two sisters answer me.
Martha must be telling jokes again.
You're back. I'll go tell everyone.
I bet you're hungry. I'll go fix you something right now.
Glad you're back. I didn't realize it would be so long. I missed you.
I needed advice about what I was feeling, about you, about us.
I've been thinking too.
I knew knew when I asked you to come to Bethany, you were special, strong. You speak your mind, don't hide what you think, things I was glad for. But more than that, you understand me more deeply, more clearly than any of my other friends. I didn't know, didn't expect, I just never thought I'd have to deal with. I'm a man, as a man I want to hold you. I'm a man, as a man I want to kiss you. I look at you and I see everything that I would dream of if I were free to live a moment's life. I look at you and my heart beats faster and so joyfully, and I feel how it must feel to be falling in love. I look at you. Yes, I long for what could be if I were just a man, if I weren't me. I touch your face and I am shaken by the strength of what I feel, by how deeply I am taken. With just one touch, I hear your voice and I smile. I feel free for one sweet moment, even while my life is growing back in. I look at you, and yes, I long for what could be if I were just a man, if I weren't me. Mary, we both know who I am. Mary, we both know you have a job to do. We both know this kind of love is not a path I can pursue. God's will must be your first love. There's so much for you to do. That love demands all your devotion. It wouldn't be fair to us, to you. I look at you and I know that you are in my life forever. Even though these emotions are confusing, I know our Father's using them to lead us further on His journey. What we feel inside can provide such joy indeed if we share our hearts, revealing God to those who see God shine in our eyes. Let's walk together. Let's walk together. Decide together that our journey will not be what a normal man's would be. Because you're more than just a man. We'll shut this door and trust God's plan for me. I'll stand beside you.
changing
This is a dream, a wonderful dream, and somehow the dreaming is dreaming, and it's happening to me, and it's been a long time, a very long time, since I felt almost complete, felt a promise of joy, since I've let myself feel. Oh, if it's only a dream, may I never awake from this dream, this wonderful
Mary, you were right. I think it would be good for me to ride today. Go.
Where is Mary going?
She went to ask a favor for me.
You sent Mary? Why didn't you send me?
Do you think she can't do for me what you can?
You just usually ask me to take care of business for you.
And I have some business for you. I want to celebrate Passover in Jerusalem. I need you to make the arrangements. We're going today.
I'm not sure we should head back now. I hear the Pharisees are getting better organized. Let's stay clear for a while. Give them time to forget about us. We can attack when they're looking the other way.
Peter, how many years since I called you from the sea? Peter, have I not proved you can put your trust in me? The holy city weeps, I'll end her suffering. I will ride into Jerusalem this time, and I'll ride as a king.
As a king! Finally! Forgive me for forgetting you have a master plan. Forgive me for forgetting you're not just another man. Our battle is beginning. The waiting finally ends. Your strategic fleet deploying an army of your friends. Jerusalem will rise up with one voice to sing. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna to the King.
What army? What's happening?
Today's the day. We finally go back into Jerusalem to throw those Roman bastards out once and for all. He's leading us to victory. At last the time is right. We'll storm into Jerusalem. Today's our day. Fight.
No! No! Jesus, please! Don't let Peter talk you into a war we can't win! How many of us are there? How many Romans? Why do you trust him so much? He never thinks before he does anything. Instead of protecting you, he's plowing ahead, never mind the consequences.
Peter is my brother. He loves me. I know he always wants what's best for me. If he's impetuous, it's only because he's enthusiastic. Enthusiasm is a good quality for a leader. You know, I want my friends to love each other. Can't you love one of my best friends?
You say he loves you. He's risking your life. How could I possibly care about anyone who would do that? Can't you see how dangerous this is?
Worry too much, woman. The Romans have no power. If God is on our side, and the Pharisees will find out they've wasted all their pride. Jerusalem will rise up with one voice to sing. Maybe you've forgotten. This is the Messiah.
Yes, I know. I also know how many prophets have been killed in the past. Did you forget that?
It's called trust, Mary. I trust my Messiah.
I trust Jesus, but that doesn't make me blind. Just because I trust him doesn't mean I trust you.
Then stay here. Be safe and sound. Weak and
Peace! Both of you. Peter, there's a donkey colt tied up at the house ahead. John is waiting for you there to bring it back to me. Go. We don't have much time.
Short-sighted, arrogant.
Thank you
For yelling at Peter.
for caring about me, for trying to protect me.
Peter's too stubborn to even consider. If anything happened to you, I don't know.
Didn't
what-
you hear him? I'm entering Jerusalem as a king.
Something about it doesn't feel right. I have this feeling.
The news will spread quickly.
Frightened feeling.
The city will be waiting on
Something's dark.
brief
Something's
moment
cold.
of belief.
My heart is aching.
They'll throw their coats before me.
I can barely
They'll shout
breathe.
my name. One brief moment of belief.
What lies before us? What price will be paid? Can I stand with you if I'm afraid to march on bravely? Would be a lie. Still, if you ask, then I swear I'll try. You know you can ask anything of me. Now I am asking you. I am asking you. Please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go.
Will you go with me?
Yes,
The journey's almost over.
I won't leave
The
you.
ending begins with one brief.
Maybe I won't lose you.
I'll be with you always, Mary.
My lord, your cult is waiting.
We have to fight. I want to fight too.
You'll stand right next to Peter.
Listen to that. I barely spread the word and people are already starting to show up.
You've done well. Thank you. Lose faith. It's time!
There will be a 20-minute intermission, thank you. Oh, and if you haven't already, the program is on a QR code outside on the door. So please, if you are